welcome back to my channel. For those of you who saw my video the other day, you know that we are currently dealing with a well water debacle. So we were able to go out to dinner tonight. We ended up picking up Chipotle and we brought it back home. You don't know this yet, but we don't do gluten, and then I have a dairy allergy. So we are a little bit limited on where we can go out to eat, and Chipotle is a fan favorite. After we ate dinner, we went and checked on the pigs. If you watch my last video, you will know that they are pregnant and they are due with piglets here in the next week or so. We're estimating their due date to be about August 9th, we think. Pigs gestation is approximately 116 days, which is 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days. So it's pretty accurate from what I've heard. This will be our first experience with piglets, so I am really excited. I'm also really nervous. So we're just doing everything that we can now to be as prepared as possible. This week, I'm super excited. We are going to a local water park. So that'll be so much fun. The kids don't know. We have a tendency, we try not to tell them when exciting things are coming up, because if you watch my last video, you know that I'm a doula. So at any given moment, if someone has their baby and I get called into work, our plans completely change and we have to pivot. So we try not to disappoint them. So the last thing I would want to do is be like, hey, we're going to go to a water park this week, and then them get their hopes up, and then I have to go to work and then we don't get to go. So I would hate to do that. So instead, they just constantly have a life full of surprises. We always seem like we've got these last minute plans. So I don't know, just that way they don't have to be disappointed. So we have that upcoming. And then I also have a dentist appointment this week, which some people are afraid of the dentist. I personally love the dentist. It is just, I don't know, I find it very relaxing. I oddly like the sounds of all the things. So I'm looking forward to it. I took a week or two off from the gym because my shoulder was really bothering me. So I'm getting back into the gym this week. Oh, we watched Obsession. I loved it. I thought it was so good. It was freaky scary. Definitely really, really freaky. I absolutely I found out that they only spent like $700,000 on making that movie, and then it's already got over 100 million box office or something like that. I don't know, but I thought that was awesome, and I absolutely love that for small creators. I love that for them. But I would recommend Obsession. It's rated R. It's definitely rated R, that's for sure, but just very, very psychologically freaky good. So I would recommend that. And then also in my last video, I did mention some really exciting news that we have. We're bringing on a new animal to the farm, and it is not going to be an outside animal, but it's going to be an inside animal. We're going to be getting a sausage dog. I am so excited. I've been wanting a mini dachshund for years. My husband even made a joke the other day that he thinks I put more time and research into getting a sausage dog than I have marrying him, which obviously that was a joke. But really, I've been wanting a sausage dog for as long as I can remember. I've wanted a little dachshund. So I've done tons of research, and I recognize that this is not a breed for just anyone. You really need to make sure you have the time, the energy, the patience, all the things for training. They have a history. 1 in 4 get IVDD, but it is a major like disc degenerative disease or something like that with their long backs. So you do have to be really, really careful with their backs. So, ramps everywhere. There's so many mixed things you see online about this. Like, so many people are like, you need to baby them, pick them up for everything, yada, yada, yada. But then so many people are like, well, if you don't use it, you lose it. So there has to be like a fine balance between the two worlds. So we will definitely be doing anything and everything we can to strengthen this dog's core, strengthen this dog's back, and we'll just, we'll do all the things. I am going to get pet insurance because 1 in 4 dogs get IVDD. It's a lot of money. It's a big surgery. It's a big recovery. So I just want to make sure that in the event, if we are unfortunate accidents happen, and I saw a video the other day where somebody took every precaution possible and they had a ramp for their backyard, and at the very last second their dog, like, they lost their footing, fell off the ramp, and boom, their back legs didn't work, and they had to it was just a long process, and the dog still, I think this was like ongoing over a year, and the dog still hadn't fully recovered. I don't know that dog will ever regain full mobility of its hind legs, but they are doing everything they can to still give that dog its best life possible. So we are going to do everything that we can. But with that being said, talking about like the timing of it all, we do have a lot of really exciting things coming up this year. So we don't want to bring on a puppy when we're not ready to bring on a puppy. So next year will be the most optimal time for that. So sometime after the new year, probably my guess is early spring, but first of all, we've got High Rocks coming up in September, and that's going to take a lot of our time. And just with a puppy, I don't want to pawn a puppy off on somebody else. Like, that's my responsibility, and I want to make sure that I can dedicate as much time as possible for that. In October, I'll be going to Tampa for a weekend for High Rocks. In December, the kids don't know yet, but we're going to go to this indoor water park. It's similar to Great Wolf Lodge. I had never heard of it. It's called Kalahari. It's a brand new resort near us. I think it's in like Fredericksburg, Virginia, which is not too far from us. But we're going to spend one night there. So when you check in that day, you get to use the water park, and then you stay the night there, and then when you check out, you can still use the water park that next day. So just with the holidays and stuff, it's a lot. Holidays are very stressful between Thanksgiving, Christmas, the New Year. There's always just something going on. It's a very chaotic time. And then not to mention just all of the holiday things we do, between going to Christmas light walks and, I feel like we're never home around Christmas. There's just constantly something going on. So that's just not the most optimal time to get a puppy for our family. Then the new year will roll around, things will kind of start to settle down, and then maybe in January, February, early spring will be when we're gonna get our sausage dog, and I can't wait. So obviously every single video at that point will just be surrounded by our sausage dog, which I can't wait. The anticipation of having to wait, 6+ months for this is really, really difficult. So in that time frame, I've been making a very extensive Amazon wish list of things that I want to get. I've thought about getting things now, but if for some reason I get something and I don't like it, or it doesn't fit, or whatever, I don't want to start accumulating things now for the puppy to then, if it doesn't work, I won't be able to return it. I'll be way outside the return window. So as the date to get our puppy gets closer, that's when I'll really start doing hauls of what I got off Amazon, or if I go to TJ Maxx or Ross or Tractor Supply or wherever to get puppy things, I will absolutely make sure to take you all along for that and do unboxings and all sorts of things. So if I know there's still a long way away, but if there's any must-haves you can think of that you swore by when you had a puppy or anything like that, please let me know in the comments below. Or if there's things that you thought were just a total waste of money and a waste of time, please let me know in the comments below. Like, for example, new parents, I think baby wipe warmers, I think they're such a waste of money, but that's just my personal preference. So if there's anything you must-haves or don't waste your money on, let me know in the comments below. So please like, subscribe, follow along on our journey, and I can't wait to see how this all unfolds. And then I will take you guys along with me for the rest of the week, between checking on the pigs, checking on the chickens, taking care of our 2 dogs that we have, and then the water park this week. So follow along and I'll keep you in the loop.